On the last episode of Tormenta.
I go down to 2. What the hell?
Oh no.
Did we know that it was him making that noise of interference?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's a little suspect, my dude.
Let all that shares the blood of giants cease to exist, and let their god be ripped from our world in destruction.
Unity, I shall wait for you in the riverside. Okay, cool. So we'll do the rewards that you'll get for this mission, which is the 4,000 gold.
So we're going to take 10% off for our matriarch.
Yes.
So basically, if we just give ourselves 900 each, then that will cover that 10% and split it evenly.
Cool. You guys also get 8 quest points in total. And then you guys get 12,000 experience from that quest.
And I just tried to split that 4 ways too.
No. That one's that one's each.
And that's a level up.
Yay! Okay, so the next mission that you guys will be doing is trying to disqualify the Dazed clan. As you guys found out that Dazed Doug has been taking some sort of thing that is illegal to take in the tournament. And it is your mission to do a few things. First, you've got to figure out who you can trust to tell this information. And then from there on, figuring out a way to disqualify that team, as they'll be the next group that you'll have to face in the tournament. So you've got a few options. I think initially you were thinking about going to the cafe owner's sister, Ty, as she works at the front desk of the tournament. But you do have some other options, and you can always ask around the town and ask other people if you'd like. But as a group, you've got to have to figure out what your game plan is. But yeah, think of it as like a mystery quest where you're trying to find clues. What do you guys want to do first?
Do we go to the cafe?
Yeah. Do you want to go downstairs and just talk to Arnie first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you head downstairs to the Cafe LeBlanc. You see Arnie is diligently working behind the bar, and she kind of greets you and she says, "Oh, I saw a bit of the match from the other day, and you guys were really solid out there. Like, those guys were no joke. You absolutely floored them."
Sonny?
No problem. That's what endorsers do, you know. I've got to back you up somehow. Also, thanks to that like extra cash flow, I've been able to like tidy up the place a little bit. And you notice that some of the scuffy bits out the back, yeah, it doesn't look like she's having a hard time with anything. And the cafe looks very well maintained right now. So what's up? What are you guys doing now? Are you about to start up a new quest, or?
Well, interesting you should say that, honey. Anyone else want to jump in there? Do we think we can trust Arnie to tell us what's going on?
The cafe looks so nice.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now we can hear you.
Now we can leave.
Okay. I've just been talking this whole time, but apparently my microphone was not working.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but Arnie says, "Oh, yeah, thanks, Gastonald. Thanks for saying it's so nice. This cafe's looking nice. We kind of have a little bit of a we fixed up all the scrappiness of it from all that questing money that you guys have been able to get. So yeah, kind of it's all from you guys. So thanks. But yeah, about this quest, what are you guys doing next?"
Sorry.
Talon, you're so far away again.
Oh, no. We can trust you, Arnie, can't we?
Oh yeah, I mean, I hope so. I am your like sponsor, so hopefully.
Yeah, right. We just we saw some things that maybe were not good things, and don't think the things that we saw are like playing particularly above board for some other people, and we just don't know where to go with this information.
Gotcha. Okay, so some things are a little bit not right. Is there what?
Yeah, not au fait.
Okay. Is it something we should be worrying about? Should we, like, is this kind of like a private conversation type of thing? Like, how discreet do we need to be with this conversation as she kind of looks at the crowd?
I think we need to be a bit more discreet than standing in the middle of a cafe.
Yeah, true. Okay. All right. I'll get the chef out. Grab Crumpet Man, he'll come out for a bit.
I missed Crumpet Man.
Did someone order some crumpets?
Hi.
Okay, Crumpet Man, I just need you to watch over the bar and just if anyone orders drinks, just tell them just to wait a couple minutes. Please don't do anyone's drinks, please. But why, Arnie? I'm really good at drinks. As you see Crumpet Man kind of swish around, get one of those like ice shakers, like martini shakers, and pour something out, and it's literally just the thickest maple syrup into this glass, and says, "Here, it's my special. It's very delicious."
You drink, your teeth immediately fall out.
Yeah, they go to do the shaker thing and it just falls out straight away. Arnie says, "Okay, yep, we're taking that away from you." She takes the shaker off him and says, "Okay, just stand there and stand still. Don't even say anything, and I'll pay you an extra 2 gold if you can do that." And Crumpet Man goes, "My lips are sealed." Okay, guys, come. Let's go out the back here. And she goes into the kitchen area. All right, what's this discreet conversation that we need to have?
I'm pretty sure it was Garth who saw what happened exactly.
So Darth kind of saw the exchange a little bit more clearly. You guys all noticed the whole weird vibe coming off of Dazed Dog, where he kind of raged out a little bit. You also saw the tournament match with the Daze clan, and you saw Dazed Dog like pretty much took out the opposite team very easily with some incredible strength. What Darth was able to do was follow that shadowy figure, that caked figure, all the way over to the Magic Scroll store, the Wish store, and then lost that person once they entered that area. Your inclination is that one of the members of the Daze clan is using some sort of potion or magical substance to basically cheat the tournament, which is something that can like get a team completely disqualified. The problem with that is you would usually just go straight to the committee, like the tournament committee, but the problem is the president of the whole establishment is Sundancer, who is also the major owner and sponsor of the Daze clan. So it's pretty,
Corrupt.
yeah, it's pretty corrupt. So it's a bit iffy if you go with that route. But yeah, what do you want to say to Arnie? Do you want to kind of like divulge that story to her, like in its entirety, or
I don't want to name names for her just because in case there's like repercussions or something, like plausible deniability. So I think we should just like outline what is happening, but like not name who it is.
cool? Just that you think someone's cheating in the tournament kind of vibe. Okay. Arnie says, "Okay, that's pretty major. can you go to, and as she's kind of skirting around the topic as well, she says, could you go to like the committee, or is it something that you would feel would need like a third party to deal with this?
Definitely third party.
Okay, all right. Because I was going to say to go to Thai, and she might be able to do, like my sister might be able to help you out, but if it is that kind of situation, you might be best to go to the questing quarters. They've kind of got this symbiotic relationship, so they might be the best bet because they might be able to do something, and they're kind of out of reach of that of the tournament committee as well. So that would be my best bet. Maybe go to your quest giver if you trust them, or if there's anyone else that you trusted in the guild committee, I'd go to them. If you had more questions about the tourney committee overall, I would go to Ty. Maybe she can kind of give you more help in that sense. But yeah, I think the questing quarters is your best bet if it's really serious.
Danny, that's really helpful.
What if we told you we didn't feel comfortable going there?
To the questing quarters?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could do your own investigation. Do you know anyone that's a detective in town or a private eye?
We are.
All right. She kind of talks about mysteries, and you do remember one person in particular that did say that they were really good at solving mysteries. If you wanted to do a quick history check to see if you can remember.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello?
Unit, you remember this person kind of sung a little jingle. It's kind of stuck in your head. He was a part of like a little ragtag group. It was on one of your quests where you had to go to Riverdale.
Oh god, was it that Archie guy?
Archley.
That's him, Archie.
Yeah, you think of Archley and Shoes. He's kind of like a mystery solver that could help you out a little bit if you wanted to do it kind of like independently, do your own research and solve this mystery. But that's, yeah, it's up to you. There's basically three routes to this. You can either go to the committee and talk to Ty more about it. You can go to the questing quarters and talk to someone there, or you can try to ring up Archley and Shoes and start doing your investigation independently.
What do you guys think?
Number one. Maybe.
I don't really know. Like I'm cool with any plan because I'm still just overwhelmed by the fact that I remember something. So
Good work, Unit. You remembered.
What do you think, Navy?
I don't know. I'm thinking either the questing quarters or try Archie, but I kind of want to punch him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, purely because I don't want to meet him again, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're leaning more towards option number 2, the questing quarters.
if I had to make a vote, I'd probably go questing quarters.
Yes.
Wait, if we go, but have I got this wrong? Because my brain's not working, obviously. But if we go to the questing quarters, will that then reveal us to one of the people who are?
So there's a difference between the tournament committee, which is that's affiliated with Sundancer and
Yeah, Sundancer. That's right.
yeah. But the questing quarters is kind of a third party outside of the control of the tournament committee. So they're their own thing.
Okay. Yeah. Questing quarters. Then that makes the most sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry. I thought we were just going straight to Sundancer, and I was like, oh my god.
Straight to the source.
What you doing, bro?
Yeah, we heard some shit about your players, bitch. Cool. I will send you to the questing quarters, and these guys are the quest giver is Frederick, and then you've got the guild master is Hecate, which Gastonald's been calling Sugar Tits. But yeah, we see our group head off to the questing quarters, and you see that the actual building itself is pretty quiet right about now, which is pretty fortunate for you guys. As you see, Fredenick is there to you kind of booked an appointment with Fredenick to do another quest, just so you can kind of talk through what you wanted to talk to him about. But yeah, you enter. What do you guys want to do?
I think has anyone got like cone of silence or anything, or like split Frederick a note?
Darth has a send message thing that he can do with his mind. Unit has the sending spell as well in his pen of note taking that he got. But it just depends. Like, you can be pretty safe with the conversation that you have with him and just give him notes, like try to have like a hidden message underneath the conversation, or just ask him if you can talk to them in like a private area. But up to you guys. I'll let you decide how you move forward.
I have unseen servant.
I'm happy to do the whisper thing.
Mm-hmm. And how much info do you just want to give him, just overall?
Enough to make it seem legitimate, but not necessarily everything. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think enough that we can be like, well, someone's not being honest with the tournament. Like, what? Who do we go to? What do we do?
Yep, okay. And I'll let in this moment like have an open channel using Darth's message ability, just so you guys can kind of go back and forth, and Darth will kind of like translate that message, and we'll just make it so no one else can hear it except for Fredenick and then you guys there. And Fredenick says, okay, so there's corruption in the tournament. Yep, okay. And I'm guessing it's one of the participants, or is it a sponsor? Where's this corruption?
Yeah, like it's definitely a participant, but then also we don't know how much the sponsors know.
Okay, so it might be a bit of both. Okay, look, this might be outside my range, but I know someone for sure who would be able to help you and probably would want to help you in this mission. I could get Guildmaster Hecate to kind of help you out on this mission if you'd like. Seems pretty important.
Like Hecate, who we helped with the eyeballs.
No, that was Tituba.
That was Tituba. Sorry, I'm getting my witches confused.
I know. I was like going through my notes and I'm like, oh, I used two witches' names. That's not going to be confusing. Whoops.
Good job.
Yeah, you actually see Hecate's behind there, kind of just browsing around, kind of like looking around a little bit, kind of staring at you guys as you're having this like secret messaging back and forth, as each of you are kind of like pointing at each other back and forth to like send these messages again. Very confused. But Fredenick says, yeah, look, she's basically the head of this whole establishment, so she'll be able to do literally a lot of shit that I wouldn't be able to do. If you want to strike up that, like, have a conversation with her, do you want me to come grab her and you can talk to her about it, or?
Yes, I think so. Do you guys think so?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You see him stop pointing at you guys and you see him start sending, like, the message spell towards Hecate, gives her, like, a general laydown of just you guys wanting to have this meeting with her. She kind of nods and kind of gestures to open like one of the side passages through to the back area, as she kind of walks through into her private office. And Fredenick says, okay, you guys are good to go to the back here, into the back office area. She said she'll talk to you guys about it. I will stick outside of this room, and he actually looks at the guards and kind of gets them to move out. He says, "Okay, I will sit outside the door, just to make sure no one's eavesdropping. If you guys want to enter the room."
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just very distracted for a minute there. What are we doing?
Okay, Frederick has just got you a meeting with Hecate. She's in that back room now. He's listening out for you. So everyone go into that room. She kind of knows the general idea of you guys wanting to have a conversation with her about someone like a corrupt thing in the tournament, and that's basically all she knows. I think just like kind of rushing through this, she asks you like, what, who are we talking about? What are we? Let's get specific. What's the corruption? Let's just get into it. We're in a private room now, so we need to kind of let's get on to this.
Okay.
That feels rushed.
Yeah, I know, right?
Really regretting not taking detect magic in my level up just then. Yeah, I guess we're here. We might as well just tell her everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys just tell her everything. Just give her like the full on.
Do we trust her? I don't know if we trust her or not, but I'm assuming.
Maybe let's not mention like, oh no. She'll put that together anyway. Fuck me. I don't.
It's
Yeah,
it's
let's just
just
tell her. Let's
yeah.
just go.
It's
Yeah,
just the
let's
do
moment
it.
in the story where you have to like either divulge everything or just do your
She'll
own
take
thing.
us seriously if we don't give her the information.
Yeah.
We walk into the room and just go, actually, never mind.
We witnessed a shady deal where Days Dug was received some sort of consumable item in a dark, shadowy alleyway before, well, immediately before their big match. And I tried to follow the person who gave them that, but I lost them. Days Dug then entered their match, and they had an extreme rage ability, which gave them 10 times their strength. Which it is my understanding that that consumable item, which is illegal in this match,
Mm.
was consumed and gave him that extra strength because we haven't witnessed that from him before.
hmm And there was a pretty drastic change in like emotions and personality.
Yes, he entered an extreme rage and it gave him 10 times his strength and size from memory.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is okay. Sounds like some sort of potion of giant strength, which is pretty pretty messy stuff. Depending on what level it is too. Okay, we're dealing with huge issue here. Does anyone else know about this yet? I mean, obviously, apart from Fred and Nick, I'm assuming he knows.
Did we specifically tell our cafe lady?
You gave her like the general idea of it, but you left any specific details.
Then yeah, I guess we say that, but we haven't talked to anyone else about it yet.
Okay. Look, that's probably fine. She is your sponsor, so and if you guys trust her, she should be okay. Okay. Well, I've got a few ideas. Do you guys have like any physical evidence yet, or just this interaction?
Just this interaction, we didn't recover anything.
No, that's okay. That's fine. Okay, I've got a few things that you guys could do. I should be able to disqualify that team for how they've kind of continued through the tournament. Because if they've done it for this round, they've obviously done it for previous rounds as well. But what I need from you guys, I need someone to kind of basically do the footwork here. If you guys are up to it.
Hell yeah.
Is it wrong to get paid for this?
If you guys do a do a persuasion check.
What are we doing a persuasion check for?
Can I do an insight check to see if this is wrong first before I persuade them?
Yeah, do an insight check. Yeah, it's probably best to do an insight check in this moment.
That was so close.
That hovered on that 20s.
It's kind of hard to tell, but you get the inclination that she appreciates the hustle. So you could probably get away with asking about payment or some sort of reward. All right. Anyone else want to try a persuasion check? I want like a group effort here.
So
Nice.
persuasive.
Whoa. Okay. So this is what's gonna happen.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
30
someone
is
got.
the highest I've ever rolled.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry. I was stuffing my face with dinner. I nearly choked.
What was the cause of the asphyxiation? Oh, she just got really excited by
She rolled a 30.
I rolled a fantasy dice and it rolled on a really big number and I choked. So this is what's going to happen. So Darth says, reward, please. Hecate says, no. And then Unit says, please. She says, no. And then Talon says, please. And she says, no. And then Gastonal just goes, oh, come on, sugar tits. And she just kind of blushes and she's like, all right, fine. Look, if you can pull it off, I will reward you guys. I will make sure that I can see that this team is the next opponents that you'll face in the tournament. If they get disqualified and we're able to find them guilty, we will skip that round for you guys. Because of your heroic deeds, you'll just move on to the finals. No questions.
Whoa.
If you're able to find out that Sundancer had any role in this rule breaking at all, like any sort of evidence that points to him to lead him to be basically fired from the committee, I will give you a bigger reward than that.
Yeah, done.
Cool.
Yeah, 100% done.
Sweet. That dude, like, honestly, that dude's a prick. He's such a dick. Yeah. If you could get him off the committee, that'd be great. Here are some things that we will need. So, if you can get the bottle potion that the Days Clan used, that would be helpful. If you can try to find something in written form that connects the potion distributor and the guilty party, that would be another thing that we would need. Number 3 is to find this secret potion salesperson. And then the 4th thing is to try to have someone connected to the crime confess. If you can get a confession, that's going to be like the biggest thing that you can do. And then the optional thing, obviously, is to figure out if Sundancer is involved in the scandal. Yeah, do all these, and Hecate and the guild can make a move to disqualify the team. I will copy paste this into the Roll20 chat. You've also got if you go into your journal, you should have disqualification mission notes up the top.
Yeah, it's there on mine, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
cool.
it says put ideas in here.
Yeah, cool. Which you should be able to write in it if you edit it. You can click edit, and then write in the bottom square there. If you want to put notes in there, you don't have to. You can use the Roll20 chat if you want to. But I'll also be putting physical notes in that evidence section as well. So those would show up there as well. She goes, yeah, if you can do all of those things, then it should be very easy to disqualify the team. Any questions?
No, I think it's good.
Is there anything that I can do to kind of help you out to start with? I can't do anything truly publicly.
Do you know where they live? Could we go to their house or something?
I was going to say, on that sort of same line, can we get some sort of like protection and authority to do these investigations?
I don't have any forms of like team members. Like I don't have anything on the Days Clan locations. Most of that information is still at the tournament, unfortunately. Like all of your details are still held by the tournament.
Is there anyone you think we would be able to trust in the tournament realm?
Obviously, don't let Sundancer know what you're doing. If he knows that his group's done something wrong, he will try to hide that information. Whether he's guilty or not, he will most likely try to destroy evidence if he finds out. So we kind of want to keep it down low. There's a few things that I can do if you need it, but it can't be a direct you're allowed to investigate because I just don't have that grasp on the tournament like that, not without actual evidence to do that kind of investigation.
What about some sort of like quest? Can you have some sort of like quest document that's not public that we agree to that sort of like states our contract? So if anything happens, we have that sort of to fall back on.
Usually quests like that involves both parties. This is the problem. If it wasn't so high up, I would be able to just do a investigation into the organization by itself. But because it's kind of a codependent company, I would need to then talk to the president about that investigation. Fortunately, that president is Sundancer, so my hands are tied legally. Like if it was up to me, I'd get my best people in there to do an official quest on Sundancer, but I'm not able to do that. So this is where we're kind of at a problematic issue. I could give you a good looking document to say that you're allowed in some places, but if someone was to contact Sundancer about it, I would get into a lot of trouble as well. So I don't know if that would be helpful for you guys. Is there anything that I could do apart from documents? Maybe if you can figure out something that I could do to distract Sundancer or distract someone, I could probably do that. But
Could you point us maybe in the direction of where we should look for, the potion sellers or anything like that?
okay. Well, if you're looking for the potions, you said you lost them at that scroll store, right? That magic scroll store.
Yeah.
I would just ask around there. Kind of drill into anyone. Like just ask the shopkeepers there, or if you know anyone that might have some info. If you got a friend there or someone that you know that works there, that might be helpful as well. Kind of ask them about things. I think my main thing is try to only ask specific questions to people that you can trust in that moment, because you don't want to give away too much information. Try to be vague just to get the answers that you need. And as for other places that you could look at, if you can maybe check out Sundance's private residence. I don't know how hard that would be to get up to that loft, and take a little check around there. That might be a good source of evidence.
I was gonna say, can you arrange to take him out to lunch or something at a very specific time?
Yeah, I could do that. I could probably, let me see. Hold 1 second. I'll just use my stone and I'll contact him. And you see that she starts to starts to message him, doing that laugh kind of thing. Oh yes, ha ha ha, and doing the chatterbox hand signal with her other hand. She says, "So you get dinner? Yep. Okay. Yeah, cool, great. I'll see you. I'll see you then. Yep. 7 o'clock. Yep. Perfect. Okay. All right. Yeah, you too. Bye. Okay. Bye. Does tonight work for you guys?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it does now.
So yeah, she's given you an opportunity to kind of sneak into the building at night and do a little bit of a investigation then. And she says, well, until then, and she kind of looks at the time and she says, it's midday, so you've got a few hours until that happens. So maybe do some other areas before then.
Yeah, let's hit up a store.
Yeah, sweet. You guys want to do the store first?
Yes.
Anywhere else? I think the store's, yeah,
Hmm.
seems like the most logical place.
I will move you over to the scroll store.
Scroll store.
Scroll still.
I'm hanging out at the scroll store.
Oh, also, Hecate does tell you, like, if you do need any more help or tips from her, you can just go back to the questing quarters or contact her in any other way, and she'll help you out. But yeah, you guys enter the scroll store. You see that Red, the orc that owns the store, is diligently writing out some more scrolls at the desktop there. And then you see a few other scroll workers in the back area, kind of doing some other requests there. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Does anyone have like does this orc guy remember who we are?
He's seen you a few times. Like recently he saw Darth wander in and get a cantrip and act a little bit weird, but he wasn't too phased by it. And then he's also noticed you guys like enter in to get tattoos from the tattoo shop in the basement floor.
Does anyone have like a disguise like,
Oh yeah, I do.
about like where something like that?
You totally cut out for that whole description, except there's something like that.
No, I said if we could like disguise ourselves and be like, "Hey man, do you know where to get a giant hill strength potion Madubi thing?"
Okay, so we're gonna do some disguises.
Maybe
that would be fun.
Has someone else got a better idea?
I was just gonna have a look around. Any of the people that are here, are they the right size for the person I followed?
The mouse is not. The kobold in the corner there is not. You thought Red would be a good match, but at the same time, he really didn't have any of the outfit on and showed no sign of like doing anything suspicious. So you like kind of ruled him out, but it's kind of like a question mark. And then you've got this bunny person at the back that kind of matches that height as well. So yeah, two question marks, and two definitely ruled out.
I have a disguise self spell.
Yeah, that would work. You'd only be able to disguise yourself, obviously, though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
that would be handy if you did need to do any investigations. Like, you could ask those questions by yourself without the rest. You'll just have to obviously do the disguise self thing and then like use that spell.
What about if I used suggestion and I suggested that like the shopkeeper... Wait, what are we after again? A bottle of...
We want to know where to buy giant hill strength potion.
Giant strength potion.
Yeah, yep.
Maybe could I suggest that he... Do you think his store has it?
Well, you don't know that yet. With this room, like, you can also do other kind of checks. Because obviously you can still investigate and perceive.
Yeah, can I do an investigation check to see, like, if there's anything that we could recognize as, like, a hill potion, or if there's, like, any, like, hidden latches or things like that we could hide something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah, do that investigation check.
While she's doing that, can I also look around to see if I can find any kind of just potions in general? Because this is the scroll store, not like a potion store. So I just want to know if I can like find potions here.
Oh, two checks, huh?
Sorry, it didn't work, and then it did work, and I'd already hit it.
Poo.
And now my screen's frozen. I've got this half-rolled die just sitting in the middle.
Well, you got a 12 for the first roll, and then the second one was a 22. But unfortunately, we'll probably have to go with a 12.
12, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll let Unit to do. You can do a perception check if you're just looking to see if you can see any potions.
Emily could also fire out some bardic inspiration to boost up that investigation.
Yeah. Don't be scared to chuck some bardic around.
Oh, okay, sure. Who would like some?
I would like
You
some.
Can I?
Can I have some bardic, please?
Yeah, everybody gets a bardic.
You get a bardic. You get a bardic.
Bardic.
So what does that mean?
So you get to roll a d8 and add it to your score.
Nice.
Dang! Oh,
Excellent.
that's perfect. Okay, cool. So we've got a 20 investigation and a 22 perception. Amazing. Okay, so far you don't notice anything potion-wise in this scroll store at all. Like nothing that suggests that potions would be sold here. There's this room, there's obviously downstairs where the tattoo shop is, and then there's upstairs. I think Red told you it was like an extra apartment. And I think it was like one of your options if you wanted to move out of the cafe, that you could live upstairs from the scroll store. But apart from that, all you know is that it's a private residence upstairs. Perception, you get the same idea, Unit. Like there's literally no trace of some sort of potion thing at all. You're not quite sure. You do, I think with investigation and perception, you kind of remember someone having a pretty good potion beforehand. Is like the same person that runs a store in the basement. And I think Gaston, do you remember that you took a potion during the desert temple that dude gave you? So maybe that's a start. That might be a little lead to help you out.
Sorry, which dude was that? Just my connection cut off.
Oh, it's the tattoo shop owner. He gave you a potion during your fight with that golem.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and you actually remember that it did kind of make you angry as well. So it's like it's a bit of a like similar thing happening.
Okay. And it's a private residence upstairs.
It is a private residence upstairs, which you can ask the shop owner more about. Like all of this extra information that you might want is going to have to be through like some sort of conversation or interrogation from these people. Like there's only so much that you can perceive in a room that tells you something that you want to know.
Could I use my suggestion that the shop owner welcomes us upstairs?
Yeah, there's
and
a lot
to
of
meet the
there's a lot of stuff that you can do with spells. The problem with that is a lot of spells are very obvious. So, and
okay.
a lot of spells, the target is aware that they're being affected by a spell, or if a spell runs out, then they know that something happened.
And we don't want them to know. Got it.
Well, yeah, it's essentially, think of it as if you just all of a sudden started swinging a sword at someone out of nowhere, like did something really dangerous to someone, and then you were like, oh, that's all right, it was just a joke.
Yeah.
That person wouldn't take it as a joke and would think that was pretty threatening to use like a spell on them to do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
But up to you guys. Like you can, like that would work, and that would probably get you directly to whatever you want to do or whatever info that you want. But there will be some huge consequences in doing that without some sort of backup plan.
Well, Ellie, weren't you going to, weren't you going to disguise yourself?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Could I do both?
You could disguise yourself, come back in, suggest them to do something, and then run out.
I don't think you necessarily have to suggest to do anything. I think you could just ask if you're somewhere else.
Oh yeah, we could just disguise ourselves and then come back in and be like, "Hey, tell us everything."
Yeah.
Mm.
I think as a bard, you've also got disguise kits as well. I'm pretty sure disguise self only works on yourself.
Yeah.
But you
Do I
can,
have?
if you use disguise kits, then you can disguise
I
everyone.
do.
Yeah,
I've got 3 disguise kits.
yeah, that would work then. Yep.
Whoop whoop.
And then you guys can kind of go in there without any repercussions of people pointing these investigations to you as your own people.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Do you want to do that then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we want to talk to the tattoo guy first, or do you think it'd be better if we were disguised as well for that?
Might as well just be disguised for everything, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Cool. Well, let me I'll see if I can find a little disguise for you guys. What do you guys disguise as?
Do I have to do disguise self? Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, use that spell for yourself. Yep. And just like if you press it, then the description will come down here. And then I'll look up the disguise kit because I think you still have to do some sort of check with that.
I was thinking, would it just be worth asking if he knows anywhere we could get a potion from, and just like going from there? But I don't know.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just otherwise we're using these disguises and going in and being like, tell us everything you know, whereas he might not even know anything, and then we've just wasted the whole opportunity. But in the other hand, if he is involved and we just ask, oh yeah, where can I get a potion? If the investigation does come out, then he might be like, oh well, these guys were asking for potions. I don't know.
It's a hard one. It's pretty tricky.
What about...
I will also say, because I feel like you've only got a limited number of these, so I'll tell you this anyways. Gastonald, you did get a really unique spell at some point, and it's called the Gift of Gab.
Oh yeah?
So if anything terribly wrong goes, happens, or you feel like you've asked the wrong question, you could use Gift of Gab to kind of reverse the last 6 seconds.
I've also got Charm Person.
Yep. So Charm Person would kind of work the same as Suggestion. Problem with that is they'll try to help you for that amount of time, and we kind of see it work really well when Talon used it on those bandits, because you guys could basically get past them without any sort of hostile aggression. And this would work for this guy as well, and he'll help you out with anything that you wanted help with. But I'm pretty sure with Charm Person, they then know that you casted Charm Person on them.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So anything that you get them to do for you, any conversations that you have during that time, they'll still remember it. And after the fact, they'll also know that you used Charm Person. So yeah, same problem, but it just depends on how you do it.
Okay.
So, Gaston, what I'm thinking is you should just disguise yourself and come in by yourself, and then ask if you know where you could get some of the potion of the giant strength, whatever it is. And just see what happens. And we don't need to worry about disguising all of us, because I think that probably is largely unnecessary.
Yeah. But I can give
Yeah.
you the disguise kits too, so if things go wrong, you can run out and come back in and be like, "Hello."
Yeah, but then you can sort of leave that question, and then if it gets weird or hostile or anything, just use your Gift of the Gab to sort of reverse that and then get out of there.
Yeah.
I kind of like the image of all of you in a funky disguise, all
Same.
coming into a ragtag detective group, kind of like Scooby-Doo-esque.
Also, would we have more credibility if there was like a gang of us?
Can I make my disguise just like a fake mustache?
Yeah.
Because what kind of robot would have a mustache?
Crazy. Yeah, let's do it. I do have a disguise if you wanted to use it. Guest
Yeah.
Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You all watch as Gus Donald turns into his different form, disguising themselves as the investigator from Riverdale, Archley and Shoes.
Archley.
Archley. Does everyone else want to do a disguise kit check as well and be the rest of those stupid kids?
Sure.
Cool. All right. So I need Gastonald. Can you just roll 3 persuasion checks?
3 persuasion check.
Yeah, and this will be for each person. So you've got, we'll go in alphabetical order. So it'll be Darth, and then Talon, and then Unit for these checks.
Oh, great.
So we'll go with the is that the
Top
first 3
3.
there? Yeah, top 3.
Mm.
Okay, cool. So Darth has the best, and then it's Unit with the second best. They're all very high though. So yeah, I'd say they're pretty decent. I think not a lot.
27, 28, man. There's some good rolls.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I have a top tier mustache.
Yes.
Mustache is so amazing. It has everybody.
Hello, yes, I am human person.
Oh, about that local sporting team.
Go sports.
That looks exactly like how I'd imagine Unit as a human.
Yeah.
I know, right? I was just thinking that.
Like real
Perfect.
Hagrid stuff.
So Darth, you are Mugbed Bones, the dude with the brown hair. And then we've got Unit, you are Howdy.
Howdy, gal.
So Talon, you're Batty Copper.
What's my name again?
Archley.
Actually,
That's it. Archley. I kept thinking Stanley, and I was like, that's definitely not it. Archley. So how should we ask this guy? Like, how should we begin?
I begin with howdy.
Oh, howdy. Where do you guys travel from?
Howdy.
Oh,
Like Hodor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Like the $2 store. Total.
are you okay, sir?
I nod and just say howdy.
Oh, okay. Well, this is called the Wish spell scroll store. Have a little look around. If you need anything, just holler out.
I was just opening up a map to see if I could like pinpoint a town that we could say we came from, but there's no labels on the map.
You guys are from Riverdale, if that's anything. Like these characters are from Riverdale that you've disguised yourselves as. Yeah, cool. Oh, Riverdale. Oh, lovely. So lovely little town. A very country area. What are you guys doing in the main city of Calidus? Is there anything that I can help you with?
Do you know where we could buy?
We've been dealing with some strange creatures nearby our town, and we wanted a way to increase our strength so we could better fight them and protect the town.
Ooh, I've got some spell scrolls like enhance ability. That's a pretty good spell. Any spellcasters in your group or?
No one can do a spell, unfortunately, but we can have potions.
Oh, Do a persuasion check, Archley.
Okay, maybe I just run my mouth a bit. Okay.
You'd be the best at persuasion, right?
Yeah, my persuasion's already plus 10.
I can give you a well, you got 28 just then. What the hell?
I do bardic inspiration on myself.
I was gonna
No.
say, I can give you back the bardic you gave me.
Yeah, no, you can't bardic yourself, unfortunately.
I can cast guidance.
Yeah,
19.
could
That's
work.
19's pretty strong though, no? You
Once before the spell ends. Yeah, do that.
touch is all I need.
It's quiet. Come up behind you, just tap you on the shoulder and get an extra D4 to add to that.
It's extra creepy because we look the same.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being the shop owner and just being like,
Let me fix this for you guys.
no, it's good.
There you go. So different now.
Wait, what's changed?
I flipped.
Oh, we flipped.
Yeah. Yeah. So roll that d4. Oh, there it is. Cool. Perfect.
Oh no.
20. He says, "Oh, who told you about the potion store? Who told you even to come here?"
Fuck.
We've just been going from store to store, and no one can tell us where we can find potions. So, and this is just where we're up to
We're lost in
for now.
I love how Howdy was just saying howdy, howdy, and then all of a sudden he's like, wait a minute, we've just been going to so sus.
I want I want Howdy to do a deception check, please.
Howdy!
Yeah, Red thinks that's incredibly sus.
Emily, can you... Actually. Gift of the gab,
Should I do gift of the gab?
You've only got 6 seconds, so...
Okay, gift of the gab.
2... Okay, cool. He forgets what Howdy said. He says, oh, sorry. What? Okay, yeah, how did you guys know about the place again? Sorry, I feel like I was talking... What were we talking about? Do you wanted us potions or something?
Yeah, we were just looking for potions because we're from a small town called Riverdale. We're having some trouble with bandits, and we just, wanted something to help us protect our family.
Alright.
Really lost in the city. Being here, we're young, wholesome country kids.
Yeah, you guys do look like a young ragtag team of teenagers.
Howdy.
And Howdy. What like, guys, just real quick, and this is Red, like, kind of leaning into the rest of you, and he just says, "What's the deal with Howdy? What's his whole thing?"
He got hit in the head one day, and he hasn't been right ever since.
He was kicked in the head by a horse. Our parents made us take him to feel included. Trying really hard to let him have a good time in the city because he's never been here before, but he's just a little bit, just different.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's actually quite sweet.
Howdy!
He was kicked in the head. Oh.
Poor guy.
That's why he has such a big mustache and beard to cover up the scar.
The giant divots. If you actually shaved it off, there'd just be lumps and bumps everywhere.
Yeah, he's our brother, but he's so deformed he doesn't look like us at all.
Yeah, no, he's very squashed.
Like, I don't have a mouth. Like, underneath the beard is just the smile. It looks like a smile because that's just the shape of the horseshoe.
Oh.
All right. Well,
I mean, howdy!
you and he kind of leans in and he kind of looks a bit worried and he says, "You guys have to be careful talking about the potion. store. Like, you've heard the rumors, right? Right, okay. There's a potion store in town, but the store owner's pretty dangerous. Like, it's only through word of mouth that this store even exists. And usually the only way to shop at that store is to create a contract with the store owner. But yeah, they're pretty dangerous. Are you sure you guys want to get potions?
I think we really need it.
We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Mugbed, can you please roll persuasion with advantage? Oh yeah, okay. Red says, okay, look, you can talk to the tattoo owner downstairs. I know he's made a contract with the potion salesperson. They might be able to give you more details. Yeah, go downstairs and ask Flint about potions, and just tell him that Red sent you down.
Red.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
my name. Yep.
Thanks, Red. You're one hell of a guy.
Thanks. You're a very cool kid. Archley, was it?
Archie. Yeah.
And shoes. Solving mysteries just for you. Red's just like, solving mysteries? What? Okay. Okay.